The fifth set will be played on Neoplanet S, spawning in the top right-hand position as the red Protoss from Woongjin Stars. His name is SOS.
His opponent, the WCS finalist, his name is Innovation, spawning as Blue Terran in the left bottom position. This could have been a finals preview only if SOS defeated Soki. So here you go.
Yeah.
This is what could have been.
This is the alternative reality or alternative universe where SOS did in fact actually beat Soki.
And also Innovation did win his match.
Yeah. Well, I don't think in any universe Innovation would have lost.
In round of 4?
Yeah. I think no matter who his opponent was, he would have won anyway.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how many alternative universes there are, that still would hold true.
All right,
sorry,
well,
no offense to Symbol. He's actually a really good player.
Yeah, he played fantastic throughout the whole series. But talking about Pro League, STX, now they are down to the last player, Innovation, and he needs to go for 3 kills in a row.
Yeah, reverse 3 kill.
SOS, even if he falls here, they still have one more card they can use before sending out Soki.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of potential players they could send out. It's also a really good chance for them to have a player that was specifically trained to snipe Innovation in one of these later maps here. They could have had someone practice for Belshir Vestige specifically to take out Innovation, because it's pretty easy to kind of guess, all right, well, they're going to probably send out Innovation last.
And it's actually fantastic because Belshir Vestige is a 2-player map.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember that.
All right. SOS putting a pylon up in the top left-hand part of his base there leads me to suspect that he may go for a Stargate tech.
Well, he's just trying to put the pylons inside the main base, just trying to see if there's anything sneaky inside the main base. Remember when Stork went for the 4 gates?
Yeah. Yeah.
In that exact position?
I remember that.
You just want to double check.
I can't remember any time where Terran ever proxied Protoss in their own base.
Flash did.
He did?
And it failed against Zhangbi on this map.
I'm trying to think that with the barracks? Oh, yeah, I remember, yeah. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, but it did happen.
Yeah, it did.
And it is a dark area inside the main base where every single player has to just double check after putting up a gateway, after putting up a barracks, just to make sure that there's no proxy happening inside the main base.
All right, well, the Reaper is out for Innovation. He is making a reactor add-on, putting up his command center now in his main base, so he's being a little bit safe about things. We do have a Stalker and Militia Corps on the way. The Zealot moving out, sees that Reaper there, and the Reaper is going to try to do some damage to the Zealot here. It will be able to survive, though, but Innovation just going to be as annoying as possible to try to kill off that Zealot. And the Stalker is out now, going to scare away the Reaper.
What's funny is that Innovation does not go for the eBay block, which is so popular by Terran players these days against a Protoss player.
Also, look at this instant bunker going down after realizing that my opponent has a Zealot, Stalker, and Militia Corps out right now. I gotta be safe. Better safe than sorry. Nexus, though, starting up for SOS here. Not gonna go for that Stargate tech. Maybe later on. He's got a lot of gas saved up.
We just kind of have to wait and see what SOS really wants to go for.
There we go. I knew it, man. I had a feeling.
You're just on spot today with all these build orders.
I had a feeling, man.
So SOS going for the Stargate. Innovation still has no clue, but he is going to get a Reaper at the natural. He is only going to scout the Nexus and going to pull out.
Yeah, that Stargate's going to be pretty hard to scout. I don't think Innovation's going to be able to spot that with that Reaper.
Well, behind this Innovation, he has Widow Mines coming out. He has a Starport.
Interesting here. So going for, it looks like a standard opening, but moving in really fast to the Starport tech here. So he's going to try to do some damage with Widow Mines, but the problem is the Stargate tech, you can get those Phoenix out to kind of counter the drops if you want to, and you'll also have that Oracle early on to do some damage and be really annoying. There's not going to be as much Marines out.
And Innovation still has no clue about the Stargate tech, but SOS also needs to be careful because if the Oracle's out of position, if he doesn't make constant Oracles, he could actually get... Innovation could deal a lot of damage with the Widow Mines, and also SOS, if he tries to go for the harassment, the Widow Mine can single shot the Oracle, so he needs to be careful how he uses this particular Oracle, but I think it's in the way of the Reaper.
And something I want to point out here. Oh, will the Reaper scout the Oracle? No, it won't. Just barely.
Close. Really close.
Close, but no cigar. Also something to point out here. SOS, he has his Forge down, getting that +1 armor. And he'll be able to build cannons in his mineral lines as soon as he has an idea of what's going on here. The Reaper is still denied more and more scouting. Now the
medivac is out, but the Oracle doesn't arrive inside the main base, but he does know that something is up with SOS as the Marines are inside the main base covering the Oracle completely. But right here, there's only 2 Marines, and SOS should fight that.
Yeah, he could fight that right there if he wanted to.
I guess he just didn't want to risk it too much after seeing the factory, after knowing that there are Widow Mines out on the field. And look at this inside the main base.
The main base, there's a cannon. It's almost complete. We have the Stalker and 2 sentries down there as well. We're going to need to see the probes run away here. Widow Mine is going to hit and kill off 1 unit, but the Natural is also under attack as well. Widow Mine burrowing right here. There's some units that's going to essentially focus fire down that cannon, but nope. They're going to be forced to retreat here. And SOS, he's losing a lot of mining time. Oh,
0 mining
sick.
right now.
Uses the hallucinated Phoenix to get rid of the Widow Mine attack. And that was actually really cost efficient from SOS. He lost maybe 1 probe throughout that entire ordeal.
Yes. Not even a single probe has been killed, I have to say.
Maybe one
inside the main base.
Yeah.
But that was 0 damage, I have to say, against 2 Widow Mines. Only losing a probe. Really nice play by SOS.
SOS getting charged. His +1 armor about to complete. He still has this Oracle alive, and Innovation now moving into that standard bio unit composition. He has the combat shields and stim on the way here, getting the...
Oh, he's going to draw out the Widow Mine fire with the hallucinated Phoenix and use the Oracle to get some SCVs.
All right, going to
really nice play.
Down some of his units. He's got to get out of there, though. Doesn't want to take too much damage. Keeping this Oracle alive is actually more valuable than just sending it to kill a few extra workers and having dead. The threat of the Oracle is so annoying to deal with.
And SOS is doing a fantastic job with the Oracle. Normally, if this was a regular Protoss player, they wouldn't have gone for the hallucinated Phoenix. They'll poke in, they'll see the Widow Mine, they will try to react, but the Widow Mine already gets a shot on the Oracle.
Yeah. All right, so SOS, he's now getting the +2 attack, or excuse me, +2 armor. He's getting Storm behind this, also robotics on the way here, and are we going to see some good, nice, good control from SOS, kills off the Reaper, and Innovation going to move out now. Supply-wise, he is actually pretty far ahead of SOS, and the Storm, it's going to have to be chronoed out here if it wants to complete before this push gets here. Revelation going down, so SOS will be able to see this army move across the map. Charge is going to complete.
Now, let's talk about the Stargate tech. Yes, Oracles did have up to 3 kills, but he did lose a lot of mining time, so going for the Stargate, not so worth it, and that's the reason why at this point Innovation is far ahead in the unit count compared to his opponent.
Storm just about to complete here. As long as he has that Storm, he can fight his opponent. Innovation's got to be very careful here. He does not want to engage once the Storm finishes. It's so close to finishing, and Innovation, he doesn't know if the Storm's done or not. He can't risk it. He can't go in for the attack. The most he can do is send a Marine to the 3rd base.
And also because of the Revelation, he doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah. The Revelation there revealing all. We have a proxy pylon here from SOS moving out now, trying to be a little bit aggressive. We have the Widow Mine added into the army here. Storm going down, not really hitting much. That one does a good amount of damage. SOS needs to be so careful here. He doesn't want to overextend too much. Only a few Storms in this army, that's all he has, but it's about time for him to get that 3rd base as well.
That's the reason. That's the only reason why he slowly pushed up, because he knows that it was risky. But if he can scare away Innovation with the Storms, then he could take the 3rd base easily at this point.
All right, well, looking at the overall situation, we have a drop moving into the main here. Look at that. High Templar and Zealots, their feedback going off, and it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And those units are going to get picked off for the most part. Innovation moving across the map, though. He knows that his opponent has a lot of units ready to defend here, so he could move in right now, do a lot of damage. Archon being morphed right now. Guardian Shield going up as well. There's Zealots here, but where are the Storms? They're in the back now.
Not too sure if they had the Storms, because remember they did use them previously before, and 100 blow almost getting taken out. But nice micro by SOS pulling it back.
All right, we have more units from Innovation moving over here to the 3rd base. If they stim, they may be able to take it down as well. SOS, he has to respond to this almost instantaneously, but being attacked at 2 locations, forcing the cancel. Innovation's way ahead in supply as well right now. 145 to 115. If you go for this unit composition, you're supposed to have a higher supply count, but I mean, we're actually just seeing SOS get a supply blocked a lot this game, I've noticed. Now we have a double drop going into the natural here, a third as well, forcing SOS to move over here. You can get some good storms off, but nice storms hitting, forcing away those units as well. Those medevacs are actually out of energy too.
But he just wanted to save some of the units before it gets taken out. And the Oracle at the third base, no turrets over here, no Widow Mines to cover, so now the Oracle getting up to 8 kills, 9 kills, 10 kills.
Nice job, nice work with this Oracle. It's got to get, oh, no, it's dead. SOS did not deal with that properly, but it still got more kills. It was annoying, and now SOS moving across the map, but deciding, all right, I need to move back now. His +3 armor is about to complete here. And that triple drop here, it's coming in. The cannon sees everything. SOS needs to react, bring those units back now. And he does. Nexus cannon going down as well, but this is a
3 medevac, which means that Innovation can go for the Nexus, but slightly out of position.
Yeah, just a little bit too many units there. And oh, nice storms going down, hitting a lot of those units, going to get him down into the red. SOS moving forward, he does have sick good upgrades right now. Innovation at 1-1, while SOS, he is about to be at 3-1. And you know, Innovation, he's just got to back up here. This is looking like a really strong army.
There's also a counter attack at the third base right now, and this is a really strong army. There's no Hellbats inside the mix and nothing to counter the storms.
Innovation maybe stretched a little bit too thin here. Nice solid storm going down. And SOS pressing into the natural. We have some Hellbats out as well. The third base of Innovation going to be under fire now. Zealots moving in, and we have some good reinforcements here. 6 storm going down, getting a lot of those units, but I think we're out of storms now for SOS, and he is going to be forced to retreat.
And he was actually, it was SOS trying to sandwich his opponent Innovation, but in the end, because of the drop that was out at the natural of SOS, he was sandwiched at the very last second.
All right, we have the Colossus tech now out on the way for SOS. No Vikings in sight, but one of these Archons may get picked up. Sentry is going to be a bit useless there, just trying to put a force field down. This attack is going to be very strong from Innovation. There's nothing to do with the Colossi, but there just may be too many units here overall. And Innovation going to move potentially towards that third base. He's going to be able to fight in an open area. And the Colossus has to be very careful. Going to utilize that high ground now. All of these units moving in towards the third base. Where is the army from SOS?
This was a little bit disappointing because SOS knows that Innovation can go for the third relatively easily, but because there's too many Zealots, too many Archons, and the storms, he couldn't actually take down the third Nexus, and instead, it's actually SOS denying the mining from the third base right now.
SOS doing a great job at staying in this game despite being so far behind in supply throughout most of it. But the Hellbats being added into this army consistently. Now we have the 2-2 finish for Innovation. He's got Ghosts and Vikings on the way, so his army composition is going to be very good. But SOS, he's going to eventually be able to climb up in supply as well. He's got a lot of Zealots here, a few Archons. Of course, the High Templar, and looking good here. He needs to think about taking a 4th base soon, though.
And also, I'm just surprised that Innovation is trying to deal with this army composition without Ghost. A lot of Marauders, Hellbats being added in, Vikings being added in. Finally, Ghosts are coming out for the EMPs.
And once again, SOS is supply blocked. This is just becoming a recurring theme here for this game, I feel. Something that's hurting him a lot now. Like, think about that. Those 600 resources could be extra 6 Zealots right now.
Now, there's only 2 Ghosts, and there's only up to 4 High Templars, so if SOS just has a nice angle, he could actually force the attack and win the engagement.
3 more Zealots being added in over here. Going to try to attack those supply depots. Just being knowing at the third base. SCV is being pulled off the mineral line to repair this supply depot. And the Zealots are going to get killed off pretty easily here. Alright, so we have more High Templar, more Colossus being made. We have the +2 ship attack being researched from Innovation. That's going to increase the damage of those Vikings versus those Colossi. 3 Ghosts now on the way and 4 Vikings in production. We have a 4th command center being produced from Innovation. SOS getting close to that death ball, though. He's up to 168 supply. Innovation is still pretty far ahead. He's at 197.
Now SOS is getting position once again. Now both players need to be careful on how to engage this. Yes, Innovation finally has up to 5 ghosts for the EMP shower. 8 ghosts now, but you know, one mistake by both of these players and the game is gonna be over.
It's gonna come down to, I feel like, one big engagement. If there's no clear victor, then it could continue on, but
I'm just disappointed that SOS is not continuing the attack upgrades. He's only sitting at +1 right now with the attack +3 armor, yes, but Innovation is getting a +3/+3.
It's true, so the upgrades won't be as good for SOS here. You could have forgotten about them. Looks like he wants to take another expansion though. And up to 190 supply now. If he's got a good reinforcement pylon nearby, then that could help out a lot as well. Innovation moving back towards his side of the map now. It's just going to turn into more and more of a positional game.
Yeah, and I could see a lot more Hellbats being added into Innovation's army because there's tons of Zealots by SOS, but he's already maxed out at this point, so it's almost maxed out at this point, so it's kind of hard for him to replenish the main army with the Hellbats, pure Hellbats.
Those Marauders eventually fall down there.
Oh!
Are we going to see the attack here? Those Vikings, Storm goes down, hits some of them, and those High Templar have to be very careful here. Being rejoined into the main army.
Just preemptive Storms going down and saying, do not attack into me, but I'm not going to attack into you either. So both players need to take a 4th base instantly at this point.
Pylon killed off. The 4th base is on its way for SOS. Innovation getting his 4th right now. The Planetary Fortress almost complete here.
The reaction timing by SOS, usually if you send 4 Zealots around for the harassment, you just put it at an attack move and you don't focus on it at all, but SOS is on top of this game today. As soon as he sees the Marines, he just pulls it out, but here we go! SOS,
he is revealed here from the sensor tower.
Uh-oh!
And the Vikings could get a nice angle here on these units. SOS needs to be prepared. He has to have his Storm in perfect position. 1 Storm, 2 Storms going down, but the Vikings can just bait out a lot of Storms. And that won't be the best thing for SOS here.
At the same time, Zealots sneak into the main base once again, but it's not going to work out. And here we go!
All right, some of the Vikings getting taken down now. Storm going down. I think a lot of those Vikings have got to be in the red now. The Zealot's just doing a crap ton of damage, moving in here, overpowering his opponent, but he doesn't want to get stuck in that choke point. Still a very, very scary position. SOS, does he want to overcommit here? The Viking count, where are the Vikings? I don't see
Vikings are actually not attacking the Colossus. There's 5 Colossus at this point, and the Archons are getting a free shot. Where's the Zealot reinforcement? He needs a Zealot reinforcement right now in order to win this, but no, Innovation just said better surround on his opponent's army. Really nice engagement by SOS. He tried to make it work, but it wasn't just enough.
I feel like SOS, he started making a lot of mistakes later on. He overcommitted. Good Storms go down as well, but supply-wise, Innovation has taken a lead here. And SOS, I think he may have overextended a little bit too much there. Things are just starting to look really bad for him. I don't think he can come back after this position.
Like I said, one mistake and it's over for both of these players, and it was SOS who made the mistake first. He was being a little bit over-eager with his main army, and now, like you said, supply-wise, 163 to 81, and Innovation is just taking apart the 4th base in the 3 o'clock position.
I feel like, you know, he attacked the 3rd base with a lot of those Zealots, and the Archons were kind of stuck behind them, the Colossus farther behind. He didn't get his positioning wasn't great there. Everything was bottlenecked for him.
Up until forcing the lift on the 3rd command center and killing the Planetary Fortress was good, but after that he just didn't pull out.
Yeah, I would have pulled out after that.
Yeah, he forced the attack and it wasn't good for SOS, but granted, there was a lot of floating buildings and it was hard for SOS to kind of tell how many units were under the command center and the barracks that was floating over there.
Now we have Cloak Ghosts as well here, just to kind of EMP shower on all of these High Templar, and I mean,
no observer,
90 to 179. GG! Innovation takes out SOS and secures a victory for STX, so at least for now. They still have 2 more matches if they want to win this series, but Innovation off to a good start by taking out the ace Protoss player from Woongjin Stars, SOS.
But SOS put up a great fight against the finalist Innovation as he pretty much kept his opponent on his toes until he made a little mistake at the 3rd base, trying to overcommit to the command centers. Yes, he did take him out, but he just lost too much while taking out the command center.
Yeah. All right, guys, the score 3-2. Woongjin Stars still ahead. Can Innovation pull out a comeback? We're going to find out after this commercial break.